Children, let's see this one more question. It says, find the equation of a line whose x-intercept is 5 and y-intercept is 3. Now, questions like this can come in which they have given you the x-intercept and the y-intercept. Now again, let's start with the definition of x-intercept. What does x-intercept means? X-intercept means that the line is meeting the x-axis, and the point where the line is meeting, that point till the origin is having the distance as 5. One more thing we can get from this is that this particular point is lying on the x-axis as well as on the line, and because this point is lying on the x-axis, therefore its coordinate will be 5, 0. Because any such point which lies on the x-axis, its ordinate part is always 0. Same thing is with the y-intercept value that is given over here as 3. Y-intercept means the line is meeting the y-axis, and that point till the origin is having the distance as 3. That means that is not just the point which is lying on the line, it is also a point which is lying on the y-axis, and because the point is lying on the y-axis, therefore its abscissa part will be 0. So we can get the coordinate of this as 0, 3. So just by these two values that are given, x-intercept and y-intercept, we can figure out the coordinates of the 2 points, because x-intercept means that there is a point which is lying on the x-axis and its ordinate part will be 0, and therefore the coordinate in this situation will be 5, 0. As far as from this particular equation y-intercept is equal to 3, we can get that this point is lying on the y-axis, and any point lying on the y-axis has got abscissa 0, so the coordinate of this point will be 0, 3. So once we know the two coordinates, we can find out the equation of a straight line. First by finding out the slope, and then by substituting it in the required equation. So we'll start with the solution. The solution will be in this way. When x-intercept is equal to 5, then the corresponding point on the x-axis, as I told you, will be 5, 0. The ordinate part will be 0. When y-intercept is equal to 3, the corresponding point on y-axis will be 0, 3. That means the abscissa part will be 0. So we know the coordinates of the 2 points which are present on that line. So let x1, y1 be 5, 0 and x2, y2 will be 0, 3. And using the formula for finding out the slope as difference of the ordinates divided by difference of the abscissa, we are going to use the same formula, and I have taken this point as x1, y1 and this point as x2 and y2. So it will be like this: y2 minus y1. y2 is 3 and y1 is 0. So 3 minus 0 upon x2 minus x1, that is x2 is 0, and minus x1, that is minus 5, which will give us the value as minus 3 upon 5. So in this way we have got the slope for the line that is passing through these 2 points and making an x and y intercept. Then the required equation will be by using the relation y minus y1 is equal to m into x minus x1. As I told you earlier, that when we are using this relation, we know the slope and we will have to substitute the value of y1 and x1 in this relation. Then always remember, you can choose any point. If the 2 points are given, you can choose any point which is going to satisfy the equation of the line. So it will be like this, that so as I told you, that it is not necessary that you are going to choose any specific point to substitute it in this particular equation. You can use either of the 2 points, because both the points are present on the line and they are going to satisfy the equation of the line. Therefore you can choose either of the 2 points and substitute their values in place of x1 and y1 to find out the required equation of the line. So say for example, if I am taking this point and substituting in place of x1 and y1, so the required equation will be y minus y1. In place of y1 I am going to substitute 0 is equal to, slope value is given as minus 3 by 5, which we have calculated, into x minus 5, that is the value of x from here. So on cross multiplying, y minus 0 is y, on cross multiplying by 5 it will be 5y, is equal to minus 3 into x will be minus 3x, and minus 3 into minus 5 is plus 15. So on transposing this minus 3x on the other side, the equation will become 3x plus 5y is equal to 15. And in this way, we can get the required equation of a line even if we know the x-intercept and y-intercept value, because we have figured out the coordinates from that statement of x-intercept and y-intercept. We can easily find out the equation of the line.